buy cream, rub cream. Even if it's groundnut oil, rub. Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new here, please, before we get into the order of the day, do the needful. Please subscribe. Basically, in my last video, I gave like a general life update as to why I left YouTube, and I promised that I was going to make follow-up videos for that. I mentioned how like I made a lot of progress and growth in the year before, last year, while I was off YouTube, and I had to set some priorities right, and those things worked for me, and I saw a reasonable amount of growth in my life. So I just thought to come share with you these tips that helped me literally change my life. That brings us to the title of this video: tips that will change your life in 1 year. If your plan is to elevate yourself, if your plan is to grow, if your plan is to improve yourself, your life generally in this new year, then this is your video. Like, you need to get a paper and jot things down. Point number one: God. It just has to be the number one. Like, God should come first. Last year, it's not like I was an unbeliever before. I've always known God. I've always believed in God. But last year, I went on a personal, when I say personal, I went on a personal journey with God, like getting to know God more and knowing Him for myself, not because they told me, oh, this is who God is and this is how you should reach Him, or all those rules. I just unlearned everything I'd learned, and I took a step back to learn God, to know God for myself. And yeah, I got to realize that really helped pretty much, because the more I wanted to know God, the more I saw Him in my life. My faith grew from this to this, and I prayed a lot. Praying was is still my therapy. Praying it's like they say, prayer is the key. Literally pray. And by praying, I don't mean you have to do yada yada, you do every time, although those prayers are necessary sometimes. But when I say pray, you just find comfort in speaking to God, in communicating with God, in acknowledging Him in your life, and just sometimes just be still, just be calm, and just listen. You will hear it in you. His voice is in you. Whatsoever means you know how to reach God, or to reach your higher self, to reach your inner self, hold that very tight like this and don't let it go, because that's going to help you with every other step I'm going to mention. So yeah, God, number one. The second thing I did that helped my life was mindset shift. I had a huge mindset shift last year. Ooh, I'm not even trying to make this all spiritual, but trust me, life is very, 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 very spiritual, more spiritual than physical. So permit me if I somehow revolve everything around spirituality. That is not what this is about though, but just in case. Well, I had a mindset shift. I had to unlearn a lot of things, relearn, learn. Like, it was like I had to be broken down so I could be built again. That's why I said God is like the number one, because it's not something you want to do by yourself, right? It's not you'll be lost. You will be lost. I read a lot of books last year that had to do with like how the universe works, how like money psychology, relationships, mental growth, spiritual awareness. I'll try to drop some of their names in the description so you can read them if you want to. Firstly, I was open because I knew that if I want to start reading books, definitely I'm not going to be reading books based on things I used to know. I knew I had to wipe my memory to some level so I could take in whatsoever information now, filter it properly, and make use of the one I needed to make use of. So yeah, reading books helped. It just widened my scope of life. I felt 200 times wiser last year. Like, I feel so wiser now. Wisdom also comes from God. The most important book for me was a book on law of attraction. That one, Secret, that's the title. This book, I would run a free advert for this book if I need to, because I read a lot of books. Like I said, I can't start showing all the books I read, but this one like really stood out for me because of all the things I wanted to learn about. I needed more knowledge on. I knew that law of attraction was here, and this book kind of like just it was just it became like my daily bible at some point, because sometimes I just go just a line is enough to get me to think like, oh wow, it's literally how the law of attraction works. So yeah, basically you need to have a mindset shift, and this can only happen if you open your mind, read books, do research, listen to audiobooks, podcasts, watch movies, documentaries. Not just don't be watching romance all the time. Watch real life things happen. Yeah, I did that a lot last year, and God, I'm so happy I did, because the mind shift that gave me, I started to see things differently. How money works, how love works, how people's mind work, why I think some things, why I act the way I do. I will also recommend this Why You Act the Way You Do. Tim Lahaye is a very popular one. That one is for personal development. I read a lot of self-dev books too. Yeah, just to build myself, because I didn't know who the fuck I was. Sorry for the F word, but I was feeling lost. I just didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I was doing. It was just like I was living life because I was born. You shouldn't live life just because you were born. You should live life because find your reason to live life, and this can only work if you put God first and have a mindset shift. Open your mind to learn, to learn. The third tip is setting realistic goals. It's one thing to, after reading, because these books can be really inspiring. You read these books and oh my god, yes, I'm going to start this. I'm gonna start that. You make a list of everything. I went through that phase too. You make a list of everything, and at the end of the day, you just burn out. So you need to set realistic goals. If you want to pick up a habit that says, oh, you want to start drinking water, it could be as little as drinking water, right? If you want to start drinking water, like don't come and start saying, well, I'll drink 1 gallon of water in a day. Come on. From somebody that didn't used to drink up to like 5 cups, that's not realistic. So like you need to set realistic goals as regarding money, love, spiritual things, mind, anything. Set your goals and make them realistic, because that is the only way you'd be able to achieve them. Because if you set unrealistic goals, they'll just keep being in your goals. They will never become achievements because they're not realistic. Maybe even if they become achievements, it might take so long before they become achievements. Just set realistic goals. And the thing about goals is it's better to set 3 realistic goals today. You set 3 realistic goals today, you achieve that. From those 3 goals you've achieved, you now set even better goals because you've had a foundation for like higher goals, right? So it's better to set little realistic goals than set 100 unrealistic goals. That is one key that will change your life. Number 4, you need to pause and find your balance. Don't let anybody lie to you that now give up, fuck up. There is difference between giving up and just being like, wait a minute, take a chill pill and just, you know what, draw back. That was something I did. I took a pause. Just take a pause then. It's as simple as that. Because it's very easy for life to start getting overwhelming, especially as a young adult that you are. Life could get like really overwhelming. And if you are lucky and you are the type, like my type, that you're not just a young adult, but you're a young adult that is literally figuring life out by yourself with help from God through few people. Just know that. Sorry for the laugh. Well, you need to pause. You need to pause so that life doesn't overwhelm you. Like I said, it's very easy to get overwhelmed, and take little steps. It's okay to take little steps. It's not every time big things no more like yeah, you like big things, but you have to take. Even they used to say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. You need to take little steps. Just pause. Pause and find your balance. Don't start this one, start that one, start this one, start that one, and everything just get jumbled up and you're like, eh, and you're overwhelmed. That was what happened to me. I was doing this, doing that, doing this, doing this, doing that. And well, you know, I had a crazy burnout, and I had to learn the hard way to pause. If I had known to pause when I felt out of breath, pause, take little pauses in between, I would have done better, right? So yeah, it's okay to pause, find balance. Can I do this and do this at the same time? Or do I want to do this? Or do I have to wait for this? Do I have to pursue this goal first? Wait for it to get to fruition before I pick on this one? Or like, it's okay to evaluate these things. It will help you. Talk to yourself. Only yourself can tell yourself the truth. Don't let people pressure you into, oh, I believe in you. You are a strong woman. I'm proud of you. You're this, you're that. I'm not invalidating like people that tell me all these things, but it got into my head. Don't let the compliments get into your head. It got into my head that when I was doing so much, God, the moment I got out of school, I wanted to do. In fact, even when I was in school, like, in fact, all my life, I've been doing so much. Although that is partially because I have to, like, if I wasn't doing so much, I don't have anything to fall back to, and I would have fallen. So, but then it got into my head because people saw how hard I was working. And yeah, strong girl, strong woman. I literally carried the tag strong woman on my head like this. If you call me strong woman, I could cook for you. So yeah, don't let the compliments get to your head. It's okay for people to think you're lazy. If you feel like you're putting in your best, genuinely, if then that your best is enough. Don't let them tell you this, that. Don't start letting the things you see on social media. Social media is a lie. I want to believe you both know that now. Don't let the things you see on social media start pressuring you to start a lot of things at the same time before your soul will zone out and you just be left alone. You don't want that, my love. So yeah, take a pause, find balance. The fifth point is financial discipline. Do I even need to say this? How can you even have financial freedom if you don't have financial discipline? Make it make sense. Although this is one gift that I believe it's a gift. This is something I've had, like, that I'm so grateful for. I am so financially prudent. I love that about me. And last year I took it even more seriously. I saved. I always save. Saving is good. If I receive 10,000 naira income, best believe, if I not save up to 5,000, that means I have things. But I always save. Saving is good. You need to have financial discipline. It's not everything you see you want to buy, and that comes from contentment. Oh, this one has gotten this one. I want to buy it. That one, but relax. You don't have to own everything in the world. At some point, I feel like some of my Instagram followers would have been asking me, there's this particular shoe that every time is it that we wear, because why? It's my shoe. I bought it. It serves the purpose. So like, what's wrong? Why do I have to buy more just because I want to buy more? Because I want people to see that, oh, I have more shoes. If I want more shoes, if I genuinely want more shoes, I will get more shoes because I want to, and I know how to work towards that, right? Don't let people pressure you into spending ruthlessly, spending carelessly. The little money you have, put it in your piggy vest. Save, save. If you can, invest. If you have money, invest. Find something good investment to invest. Invest in your future. I did a lot of that last year, and oh God, thank you. Number 6, you need to review and evaluate your circle. See, before I was this person right from school that I call everybody my friend. I used to call everybody was my friend. But now I know better. You need to know your friends. Like, really know your friends. You could have the whole world as friends, but when you really need friends, they will be nowhere to be found, and you wouldn't want that. And it doesn't come from a place of hate or anger or bitterness. It just comes from a place of like trying to define your circle. So you know that, okay, these are the people, or this is the person that I know that has my back and I have their back too. And apart from that, your circle also determines like some level of your worth, some level of your reasoning, some level of your IQ, because you can't be friends with idiots and still be wise. Eventually one day you'll be foolish too. You would start doing foolish things too. There's no way to sugarcoat this. You just have to find your own clan, find people that align with your purpose. Because I'm going to use spirituality for example. You might say for all you want that, oh, you're the spiritual one and you have like 5 unspiritual friends, or 5 friends that are very lackadaisical about their spiritual life. They don't really care as much. It's going to drain you, it's going to drag you down. Yes, you can try to change them, but it would be better if you were the spiritual one and there are like 3 other spiritual people in a 5-person group of friends. Do you get what I'm saying now? Yeah, it's not rocket science. They said, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Although I don't 100% believe that anymore, but then some part of it is still true, because there are some things that you just have to know your friends, man. You need to do a spree, like an unfriending spree. And like again, it's not because you're bitter, it's not because you're angry, it's not because you don't like these people anymore. It's just because they don't fit in your purpose anymore. You also need to know that not everybody are meant to be in your life forever. Some people just come for a time being and their time is up and they just go. Not because you people are enemies, or just because it can't be that deep, because you get. So you need to evaluate, sit down, make a list of all your friends, the people you call friends, and now look for your friends in that group. You might even find that your friends, your actual friends, are not amongst your friends, and that is where networking comes in. You need to find your clan, make new friends, and like when you're making friends, have the purpose for that friendship at the back of your head. It's not like it's a transactional thing, it's just how it works. I have something to offer. What do you have to offer? You have this to offer. I have this to offer. That's it. Now, this is the final tip, but it is one of the most important. You need to prioritize your self-care and yourself in general. I was a people pleaser. I would bend over backwards for people, and it's not like that is bad. It's just it shouldn't be like that, especially when it's not what's the word now, it's not reciprocal. You need to respect yourself, like have self-respect, self-love, self-care. You need to believe in yourself that yes, I am that girl, like I'm that girl. And affirming that alone every day will do a lot for you, and putting in the work to actually like take care of yourself. Don't lay in bed all day covered in sweat because you're not going anywhere. Wake up, shower, like eat, feed yourself. Just do the basic, like the barest minimum for yourself. And now, like, I used to be that person that when I'm around people, or when it comes to people, other people, I would put all your needs like this and put mine here. Your needs are above mine, which is good. I've just learned how to balance it now, but before it used to be crazy. Every other person's needs comes before mine, and it hurts, especially when you're around people that they don't put your needs above theirs too. So it's not even reciprocal. I used to be a people pleaser and I didn't used to take care of myself as much as I thought I used to. Taking care of yourself is not makeup. Taking care of yourself is not just hair. it boils down to like what you feed yourself, like the things you say to yourself. Don't say stupid things about yourself. Don't curse yourself. Don't don't self-sabotage. Try your best not to. I know it's hard, especially when you're going through some stuff and you just be like, oh God, I'm not good at this. You're good. You just haven't harnessed that part of you yet, and you just need to be probably more patient. But you're good. Stop talking down on yourself, because that will just make people talk down on you too. You need to let the universe know that you put yourself here, and yes, that's frequency that you emit is that same frequency that is going to transmit back to you. If you love yourself so much, the universe will love you. The universe will bring you, it will make things happen to prove that it really loves you. And it comes from a place of loving yourself, respecting yourself, your self-care. Buy cream, rub cream, even if it's groundnut oil, rub. Okay, jokes apart, like just try. Anything you feel like if you want something, don't think you don't deserve what you want because of imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a bitch. Don't let imposter syndrome deceive you. Everything you want, you deserve and you can get. You need to believe that. Yes, you deserve love. You deserve this, you deserve that, you deserve this, you deserve. I deserve this. People that have it, they don't have two heads. You need to rate yourself. You need to put yourself here. I don't know how else to explain it, but you need to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yes, I'm the it girl. Like, and just watch how people will not have any choice than, because it's how you see yourself. It's just like, oh, you go to visit a friend and the state of their house is very, very messed up. Trust me, no matter how clean you are, right, there'll still be some instances where you just want to meet up with the vibe you made the house in. If you go to a house and they wear their footwear inside, when they want outside, they wear it inside their house. When you come, and you would even be irritated to drop your footwear at the door, you would wear it inside too, because that is what you met there. If you get to a house and they don't wash their plates immediately after they eat and plates are dumped there, you might be tempted to drop your plates too, because that's how you met it, right? But when you go to a house where they wash their plates immediately they eat, even though there's no running water, they will make it work. Trust me, you would eat and you would wash your plates too. If you go to a house and you meet everything arranged, even if you are the most scattered person, you would want to try to just, you can't go into a glass house and be throwing stones, like. So just see yourself as a clean house that is not supposed to be tainted, and it needs to start from you. You need to maintain that cleanliness in all ramifications so that people can emulate that aura and recreate it. That's how they will treat you. How you treat yourself is how people will treat you. Call yourself an idiot, to call you an idiot. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, these tips, they feel like, it might look like, oh, it's just, but it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. And I really hope that whosoever you are, and you're trying, you're struggling to just make it work in life, I'm rooting for you. Like, I'm rooting for you so much. You've got this. And I hope that these tips, I don't have much, but this much I have, these tips helped me, and I hope that you're able to practicalize them and they help you to. Wishing you all the love in the world. To this. Before where are you going to? Have you subscribed? If you're subscribed, you're free. Bye. Please subscribe and turn on post notification. Like this video, leave a comment, and see you in my next video. Ciao. Just imagine that this mic was not working. You're still here. Media finished now.